Okay, for those of you that are interested, this is a broadcast of the CRJ-200, the brand new JRollon video starting off with St. Louis County Regional Airport, which we find somehow out, and it's trying to get it perform nicely, and I think I've just about got it there. I've got it started up now. Some nice scenery. I'm on PilotEdge, I'm talking to ATC here. Phenomenal aircraft, but I really don't think you can get much more realistic if you try. It's a handful. It is a lot of work in here, but as you'll see, everything in here is beautifully modelled, and even from the sun visor here that rolls around on its own axis, everything in the cockpit of the CRJ looks and feels like it should, all the way through to, if you want to have a closer look at some of these things like the FMS, which is fully programmable. You just have a quick click on there and it brings you up the panel right in front of you here. So I've gone ahead and I've aligned my my computer to say that I am at KSBP. It's got the coordinates just align me, so I have my my readout here. I'm going to set the course button to be runway heading, because I'm going to be heading out and flying a little bit of left-hand closed traffic, 1,000 feet. Just look closed traffic just to see how this aircraft performs. At any time, you can pop these readouts back into where they need to be by just clicking on the screen again, and they pop back in again. This is where again you'll find that you'll be able to put your departure and arrivals in here. If you look here, you have a full working FMC with all your departures, all your runways, etc., etc. There's 29 where we're going to be heading out of, and you can plot it, and it all shows up here. You change your format here, and you can put it in so that it will show you exactly where you're going. You can even go into your FMS here and tell it to. There will be 1 second. I think it was in. Data. There we go. We can tell it to plot nav aids, your VORs, the surrounding airports, and the NDBs, and suddenly everything becomes a bit more populated on your screen here. So very, very impressive what they've done with this. I'm hugely impressed. But for those of you that are watching this evening, let's go ahead and get in touch with PilotEdge. You're not going to be able to hear them because I've just about fixed my audio problem. So next time you'll be able to hear these guys over the mic that I'm using. So you'll see everything started. I've got the generators, and the startup video for this thing is a work of art in itself. All these buttons are all fully functioning. Ground power, APU, everything else. So let's go ahead and just give the ground a quick call and see if we can let them know that we'd like to join the pattern here and continue our taxi out to 29, which is the active runway here tonight. The ground, good evening, Cactus 610. We'd like to taxi to 29 and join the left traffic out of the airport soon, please. Roger, 29 via Alpha, Cactus 610. So here we go, we'll run these engines up a little bit, and it takes a little while to spool, but off we go. This is Alpha, got some nice scenery as you see here. Yeah, it's probably a bit of both. The plane's very heavy, and they've built in a 4-core optimization for it that enables it to perform on all 4 or 3 or 2 cores, whatever you've got in your machine. But mine is pretty bogged down with the rendering options and stuff you're seeing here. I'll probably be able to find a way to optimize it, but for now, this is once you watch this back, it kind of just in TV kind of sorts itself out, and it becomes a lot smoother. see, I'm in a British Airways delivery. There's several different types of deliveries. It's set flaps for our takeoff here. It's 8 degrees for flaps for the weight of the fuel we've got on. It should be under JRollon is the area. And, I mean, there are literally thousands of boats on it. I've been waiting for this plane for a couple of years now. So again, for those of you who are watching, this is JRollon and X-Aviation CRJ-200 flying on PilotEdge. A little bit of closed traffic here, so you know it's St. Louis County regional. PilotEdge, of course, being this fantastic new network that is for those of you that are really interested in flying and learning how to fly, and those of you that fly already, this is the place to be. So my takeoff. Real pilots out there and CRJ pilots all around will rejoice in this aircraft. Real CRJ pilots will say this is about as close as it gets simulation wise to what you to expect. So let's see if we can't find any patterns. I'll probably do it badly, I'm not a real pilot, so we'll see what we can. So we've got all our landing lights on. Folks in the back, we can have a quick look as we taxi here. Again, everything works in this plane. You can even pop a pilot back in there, my co-pilot. There we go, that's very well done. So taking too much time watching that, we're going to miss the end of the runway. Let's do it better. Time to do one bit at a time. So I'm going to go into the gear a little bit. So now we're going to pop over to the tower, and we've got 124.0 who we'll stay with for the remainder of this. Switch him in there, there we go. Oh, that didn't do it properly. This is one of the problems that I'm seeing is oh yeah, we're in. One of the problems with the SATEC panels that I use to fly is they're not entirely compatible, but they're almost there. There's a few data refs and stuff that X-Plane uses that it's having trouble with, but as I say, we're just about there. So we've got the tower in the ears now, and let's line up a little bit here for 29 and let them know. So Lowest Tower, good evening, Cactus 610 for the pattern, left, closed traffic, and we're holding short 29 are ready to go. Roger short, hold short 29 Cactus 610. As the lights drop down here, we're holding short at 29er, and we've probably got traffic incoming. Beautiful work as you see has been done on this aircraft. Very nicely done indeed. So you'll even see that if I turn up as it will get darker, I'm going to turn up the galley lights at the back for the passengers. In fact, I'm going to turn those on, and we'll turn up the lights, turn down the lights and up the lights in there. In the cockpit here, if you now look on the outside of the aircraft, you'll see light cast or shadows cast by the internal lights at the back. So you see they've turned on. It's casting a shadow or a light shadow out of the wings. That's how good this plane is. It's been beautifully modeled. You see the lights flashing off the wings there, the lighting textures on this thing defy anything the X-Plane's been so far. She performs very nicely. You'll see what she's like when you get her airborne. Couldn't recommend this plane really highly. You got it set 29er, line up and wait, Cactus 610. Okay, so off we go. We're going to go into position on the runway here. The internal and external sounds are very, very different, but very good.
lining up. There's a 2.9er. Look, so let's make sure a couple of things are set before we start our roll. I'm going to just check the speed here. We're not going to get over that. I think we've got flaps set to 8 degrees. We've got plenty of fuel on board just for a couple of laps. Roger the winds and clear for takeoff 2.9er, Cactus 610 rolling, thank you. And off we go. We're going to extend to about 95%, keep it under the red line. She picks up speed quite well, the wind and everything else is pretty favourable tonight, so just a little bit, there we go. So, off we go. Yeah, Roger, so we're clear for the left closed traffic, Cactus 610. 40 knots, we're going to rotate, and up we go. A little bit of wind out there tonight, wings up, there's a positive rate, and we're going to gear up. It's 200 knots, and we're going to throttle back considerably now, and we're going to put the flaps up nice and early. And there's 800 feet, we're actually going to make our crosswind now. Up and over the highway here. We've got the course already dialed in, so we should see that coming to about our east, and then we should be lined up for the crosswind. It's pretty much down this highway for a little bit as we approach. Roger the traffic at 3000, we have the visual, Cactus 610, we're about to turn, make our left turn now. So there we are, we're going to come and make sure that the cabin is kind of closed off. We haven't got the visibility of a 737 or a 757, but there, as we move the sun glare, we're going to move that away. A little bit. We're trying to keep the speed kind of low here. And there we are, flying the downwind leg now. Keep the nose up considerably. We're going to level out there. There we go. As you can see, it's getting darker, so it's a little bit more difficult to see what's going on out there. But we have an aircraft that's just landing down there. See his lights. Will let us know where we are. And tower Cactus 610, we are midfield for touch and go. Click touch and go, Cactus 610. So we're going to extend this a little bit further out, and at some point here, take a look back behind, probably about a mile or so, we'll run this aircraft down here and then make a fairly hard left.